What if the key to understanding Alzheimer's disease wasn't hiding in a lab, but swimming in the ocean? The United States Navy has been studying bottlenose dolphins for decades, and what researchers found inside their brains is shaking up everything we thought we knew about cognitive decline. These dolphins develop the same amyloid plaques and tau tangles that define Alzheimer's in humans. And buried in that discovery is a clue about a fatty acid most people have never heard of.
Welcome to Dr. Mercola's Cellular Wisdom. Stay informed with quick, easy-to-listen summaries of our latest articles, perfect for when you're on the go. No reading required. Subscribe for free at mercola.com for the latest health insights.
Hello and welcome to Dr. Mercola Cellular Wisdom.
Dr. Mercola highlights that Alzheimer's is expected to affect 78 million people worldwide by 2030. The dolphin research is remarkable because out of 19 dolphin brains examined, 93% showed amyloid plaque deposits, with the highest concentrations in the hippocampus, the region responsible for memory formation. The question researchers started asking was profound. What makes some dolphins more resilient than others?
That question led scientists to C15-0, also known as pentadecanoic acid. It is an odd-chain saturated fat, which makes it unusual. Most saturated fats people hear about are even-chain. C15-0 is found naturally in full-fat dairy from grass-fed animals, pasture-raised meats, and certain fish. According to Dr. Mercola, this nutrient has been quietly accumulating research support for years, and the dolphin studies helped reveal why it matters so much for the brain.
What makes C15-0 remarkable is that it works on two distinct brain pathways simultaneously. First, it slows the breakdown of a chemical messenger that regulates sleep, mood, and the body's inflammatory response. When that messenger stays active longer, the brain maintains better emotional stability and healthier sleep-wake cycles. Second, it supports dopamine signaling, the pathway responsible for motivation, reward, and cognitive sharpness.
Dr. Mercola points out that most nutrients target one pathway. Finding a single fatty acid that operates on both is genuinely unusual. And the implications go beyond mood and focus. By supporting dopamine and managing inflammatory signaling simultaneously, C15-0 creates conditions that favor long-term cognitive resilience.
Beyond those brain-specific mechanisms, C15-0 stabilizes cell membranes. Dr. Mercola describes it as protective armor around your cells. When red blood cell membranes become fragile, they break apart easily, releasing free iron into the bloodstream. That free iron triggers oxidative damage that accelerates aging throughout the body, including the brain.
By strengthening those membranes, C15-0 helps prevent that iron overload cascade before it starts. Iron dysregulation is increasingly recognized as a driver of neurodegeneration. When unbound iron accumulates in brain tissue, it fuels the very oxidative processes that damage neurons. Keeping cell membranes intact is one of the most underappreciated forms of brain protection.
The population-level data reinforces this. Large-scale studies show that people with higher circulating levels of C15-0 have lower rates of metabolic dysfunction, liver disease, and cardiovascular problems. Supplementation studies have demonstrated improved liver function markers and reduced chronic inflammatory signaling.
Dr. Mercola emphasizes this is not a fringe nutrient with one promising mouse study behind it. The evidence spans population epidemiology, animal models, and early human trials. The research comes from the International Journal of Molecular Health in 2025 and Biochimie in December 2024, peer-reviewed publications building on years of prior work.
Neuroinflammation is now considered one of the earliest features of cognitive decline, preceding visible plaques and tangles by years or decades. C15-0 appears to support the body's natural ability to manage that inflammatory response in neural tissue, helping maintain the low inflammation environment healthy brains need for memory and emotional processing.
So how do you actually raise your C15-0 levels? Dr. Mercola lays out several steps. Replace processed seed oils with grass-fed butter, ghee, coconut oil, or tallow. These whole food fats provide odd-chain fatty acids that refined vegetable oils completely lack. Incorporate full-fat dairy from grass-fed, ideally raw sources. Whole milk, aged cheese, full-fat yogurt.
Consider targeted C15-0 supplementation, which has shown benefits in early trials. Dr. Mercola also recommends testing red blood cell fatty acid levels every 3 months, targeting 0.4% or higher. Most people fall well below that threshold because decades of low-fat guidance pushed full-fat dairy off the plate.
That same guidance coincided with skyrocketing rates of metabolic disease and cognitive decline. Alongside dietary changes, daily movement, and reducing refined sugar intake support the metabolic environment that allows C15-0 to work effectively. We were told for 40 years to avoid saturated fat. Butter was replaced with margarine, and during that exact period, Alzheimer's rates climbed relentlessly.
The dolphin research and C15-0 findings do not prove causation on their own, but they add another layer to growing evidence that certain saturated fats, particularly odd-chain ones, were never the enemy. They were essential nutrients we stopped eating. The science points toward a powerful idea. A fat we were told to fear may be one of the most important things we can feed our aging brains.
Dr. Mercola's analysis connects the marine biology, the cellular biochemistry, and practical dietary shifts anyone can implement today. Whether it is swapping seed oils for grass-fed butter, adding full-fat dairy back into the rotation, or testing your fatty acid profile, these are tangible steps grounded in published research.
If this changes how you think about the fats in your diet, head to mer-cola.com to read the full article and dive deeper into how you can support your brain health and cellular resilience naturally. Drop a comment below. Have you been avoiding full-fat dairy, and would the dolphin research change your mind? Thank you for listening to Dr. Mercola's Cellular Wisdom. See you in the next episode.
Looking for trusted health wisdom you can hold in your hands? Discover the life-changing books of Dr. Mercola at joyhousepublishing.com. These titles bring decades of natural health research into practical steps for better energy, stronger immunity, and clearer thinking. Take charge of your health with guidance rooted in science and experience. Visit joyhousepublishing.com now and claim your bonuses while they are available.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe now and click the notification bell so you never miss an update. See you in the next video.